Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ring. This is of course the Enchanted planner. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit punchy today. Okay, so I used literally like 2 seconds ago, because I have to film these back to back, this book for my vertical. And there's a lot of really pretty sets in here I had completely forgotten about. Like there's so many pretty sets. So we're going to use this book again because I'm in a hurry. That is the other thing, right? We're going to take the guesswork out of stuff by just using the same sticker book. And sometimes I find that's the best approach. I had originally thought Disney. I'm not feeling Disney. I'm just going to put that out there. Really not feeling Disney. But I am, however, kind of feeling the vibe of like this sticker book. So let's see what we've got in here. I also have a second copy, so let's see what we have left in here first. Because again, as I continue to try and make a hardcore like dent in my stash, this poor book. Nice, but won't work. That would work in my health planner though. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. What do we have with this one? Kind of like that one better. Okay, and I think it'll work better in this planner, just for the fact, the way I think things have to lay out. Boxes are going to be a problem. Hold on. Maybe we'll just go with simple gray boxes. Let's make sure I have enough to work with. Because it's like the vertical boxes that are always the problem. Yeah, I can probably make those work. Yeah, all right. We have a plan. We have a plan, Stan. So, anything new in the zoo? You know, I got nothing. Not much happening here. I have no life, though. Because, again, I have no life. It's like I literally feel like I'm going through the motions every day. It's the same in, day out. Okay, let's get rid of the sticky stuff. Did it grab it? It did. All right. Look, you weren't. Oh, no, you didn't. You just dumped it on the table. Okay. We have that. We have that huge piece, which I think I'm going to cut in 2. Where's my tweezers? Let's grab this guy. And that one's going to go right there. Let's just de-stick some of it because it's a little insane. Where I'm okay with some of it hanging out and some of it not. I don't want to take it right to the edge of the page because I've actually really been enjoying the look of it not to the edge of the page. And I go through phases where sometimes I love taking everything to the outside, and then other times where no, I'm cool with convention. I'll just stick those down. Oh, I forgot about this guy up here. Hopefully he lifts. Enough for me to... Yay! Thank you, sticker. Alright, let's throw that down. Let's find my boxes. Yeah, so what's new, people? I have no life, so I live vicariously through the likes of most of you. So I love it when we get to chatting about what's going on in your world. Do I want to go this way? Or do we want to go vertical? Or because that's such a... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna stay with it. We're not gonna mess with what works. So if we're going, which gray are we using? This one? No, this one. Which means I can counter it with the lighter one, and I'm not too fond of that light one, or this darker one. And I don't think I have a lot to work with in the dark. So apparently our hand has been forced. Even though I'm not fond of it, we're going to go with the light one. So I do like two-tone. Like I do like to use 2 tones, unless it's black. That makes a bit of a different story. We'll throw this guy in here like so. Excellent. Okay, now we have, like I said, this ginormous piece, which also might look really good down the bottom there. All right, I'm changing the plan, maybe, possibly, kind of, sort of. Let's get an eyeball on what this is going to look like. Oh, that would be rather nice, actually. All right, that just made my decision for me. Yeah, sometimes you gotta roll with it. This is a huge piece, but I love it. I think that's why I'm kind of attracted to some of these sets, especially from her older sticker books, because their pieces are huge. This guy is being difficult because I can't. Can you not? Oh, you arse. All right, we've got some wounds. Wounds because, again, like I said, in my last video, actually, I said, don't hoard your sticker books. This is what happens. The sticker paper gets gummy. Washi goes to crap too. Although, my daughter sent me something which I have not tested yet because I've got to find an old roll of washi. And the video displayed throwing the washi in the oh, right, that's done. Throwing the washi in the microwave for a very short period of time. And it literally reheats the adhesive, so it's not difficult to work with and gummy. Because sometimes if you've ever had really old washi rolls, you can't unroll it. You go to unroll it and it'll tear. So I'm like, oh, it might work because I've got a couple of those types of rolls that might work. Oh, look, that worked out well. Okay, let's literally just squish everybody down, except for these guys on the outside who still need a bit of loving. And we'll bang off these guys. Come on. Are you not going to lift for me? That would be completely in tune with everything else. It's kind of just stuff not going to plan. But you know what? That's okay. I don't stress stuff like that anymore. Like, I remember when I was younger, and not that I'm that ancient because I'm only 53, right? But I remember when I was younger, if stuff went sideways, it was like the end of the world. Anybody else feel me on that one? Seriously. It's like, oh my gosh, you know, the drama began. Now I don't know if it's that I just don't care enough. I just don't care enough. Or that I'm just, maturity and wisdom has brought me to a place where I understand it's not the end of the world and that every problem has a solution. So we just work with it. All right, let's go back into the boxes book because I do need to get, I think we'll do a light one on this one. And where are we going to put you? I could kind of go there. Trying to think of where else I'm going to place some of those florals. Maybe we'll hold off on that because I do have these pieces and I quite like these pieces because, again, I got one over there. I got one over there. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. We could literally put it in the same place because, again, we're kind of restricted with it being horizontal. We could also go there. I could, technically, because it's see-through, put it over top of. I don't like that though. So I think we're just going to go with what works, what's easy. And bang this baby out. Yeah, I mainly just need to get them filmed and then I can do the edits and the uploads and all the rest of it later. And my girlfriend checked it. She's like, you want to go to the mall? I'm like, I can't, not yet. Give me a bit. Let me bang out some videos. And then I can probably do shopping. Shopping is a very frustrating process these days, though, because, you know, we're so into this. First off, I would like to be able to buy clothing that's not polyester or nylon. That would be fabulous for me personally. I would like to be able to buy clothing that's not freaking polyester. Maybe we'll put this one over here, kind of, maybe. How does that look? Kind of doable. All right, so we'll do that. And then we'll come in here and grab one of, not those, these, right? Is this the right size? Yeah, that's the right size. I'm like, I have no idea. They just didn't look right. All right, so up, down, up, down. I guess we'll go down. Okay. But yeah, no, as a female, I don't want to be walking around in a bunch of plastic-filled clothing. Plus, we know that all these, like the exposure to all the microplastics and stuff is just not good for humans in general, but women in particular. There is some, I think, research that's been done that they're potentially endocrine disruptors. Don't quote me on that, because I'd have to go down a rabbit hole to make sure I'm actually talking about stuff with, you know, science-backed stuff, which I tend to try and lean towards just being real there. Like, let's talk, you know, actual facts instead of, well, I saw it by somebody on the internet. Well, it's like Di and I have been talking the last little bit, because I mean, her and I talk every day, right? And because both of us come from the health and wellness industry, I'm getting extremely frustrated with all the talk show hosts, all the podcast hosts, all of them being the same people. Or, like, because they're like, oh, I've written a book, so now all of a sudden I have to go do this circuit. And it's beyond annoying, because I can't watch any, like, I watch one. Well, that's great. I've seen that person. I've seen that interview. Because it's basically going to be the same questions. So can we get somebody different? But no, it's every podcast, everywhere. It doesn't go away. All right, so we're going to put this one. No, I'm going to go high with this one and low, because I didn't want those two sizes the same. So we're going to go that way and that way. Okay, so that kind of concludes that page. Not sure about this one. I would like to get some more boxes on here, but I don't know, unless they're small, that I'm going to be able to pull it off. So let's take a look. We would be doing something like that. And something like this, right? Yes. Yeah, so it just gets to the point where it's so redundant. So redundant. And people need to, like, stay in their lane. Like, we operate within a scope of practice. Every field has a scope of practice. So I find it extremely annoying when I come across a chiropractor who's giving information as if they were a doctor, because they're not. They don't have the medical schooling, the expertise, the education to be able to comment on such things. I mean, they can comment on it, but you shouldn't be given information as if it's law. Yeah, it's frustrating the direction I've seen everything go, because we've moved into this. I always thought sensationalism was bad. It's literally moved to a point now where everything seems to be rage bait or, you know, sensationalism farming. It's just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So yeah, I end up just watching things like planner and craft videos because everything else drives me a little bit crazy. So there's a win. I'm not saying that's not a win. All right, and then 18, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20. All right, so we'll go 18, 19, and 20. And it's hard to believe next week is going to be the middle of July. That is crazy. crazy. Again, the older I get, the faster time seems to fly. Okay, that's a wrap. It's kind of naked, but it'll be fine. I shouldn't stress about it. It will be fine after the pen, because it is always fine after the pen. Like, all we have to do is look at this one and this one. They're always fine after the pen. They start out looking naked and then they're fine. But yeah, so that is a wrap, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, of course, hit that subscribe button on your way out. And I'll see you next time. Ciao!